Hey, what's up, Slunch Joker here, and welcome to my overview of Divinity Original Sin. I know I haven't really done any videos like this for you guys, but I thought I'd give it a shot because a lot of people have been asking me to do some gameplay stuff, maybe a little commentary, and I've really been enjoying this game a lot. I mentioned it in my summer gaming guide as my game of the summer, without a doubt, and just wanted to go over that with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And I want to start this off the way I would like to see a PC game overview, and that would be before we get into the actual gameplay. I want to take a look at the graphics options, because this is one of the most important things to me. When I start up a game for the first time, the first thing I'm looking at, before I'm even entertaining the thought of, okay, what does this game play like, is I'm looking at the video options and I'm looking at the frame rate, seeing how this performs on my system, so that I can tweak things properly, so that I know I'm getting the best gaming experience possible as far as performance-wise and graphics and all that. So coming in here, obviously running at 1080p on my 144Hz monitor, silky smooth. I have no problems running this game at all, getting like 150 to 200 FPS. Sometimes down in the cities it might slog down a little bit into like 60 to 100 range, but nothing really noticeable, especially with the G-Sync, not seeing any stuttering, any tearing at all. Perfect. And I've got the frame rate cap disabled. I don't usually put one of those on. And then coming down here to the options, we've got on custom, and just have everything on the highest settings possible. This is as high as all these goes. We got model quality, texture filtering, all the way up, shadows and light shadows, and the shadow quality at ultra. Anti-aliasing, the highest that this goes is SMA 1 times, but I also have enhanced anti-aliasing on in the driver at 32 times CSAA, as well as 8 times super sampling for the transparency, so that'll add some crispness to the edges that normally wouldn't be there with just the default game rendering. And rounding it off, we've got some tick boxes here for some special options like bloom, God rays, your motion blur, depth of field, screen space reflections, and rounding it off, ambient occlusion, to put all those nice little shadows in the corners and stuff like that. That just really help bring the game to life and help emphasize all the great lighting that is in this game, actually, because there is some fantastic lighting. I mean, you can even see just the menus here. This is pretty much how the game looks, pretty visually stunning. And I'm going to start a fresh profile for you guys, just so you guys can see from the beginnings here. I got 2 profiles. It seems like this could be limitless as far as how many profiles you can do, so that's really great, because we've seen some games in recent memory like where they would actually limit how many profiles you can have, and I don't know why you would do that, honestly. So we're going to create a new one here, and just for this video here, we'll just call it the video profile, so why not? And no, I do not have Kickstarter code. If you would back this game, you get a Kickstarter code. Unfortunately, I didn't back this game. I wish I had now, because I would have liked to play it through alpha and beta and seen how it was and seen how it's progressed over time. But, you know, past is the past, and now we're here, so let's skip this. And then now we got the profile created, we'll go ahead and create a new game and jump ahead to the character creation portion of this. Oh, and before we do that, actually, I'll go ahead and mention that, you know, single player and multiplayer, the game does support up to 2-player co-op. When you're playing by yourself, you actually get 2 characters, and you can also get 2 companions as well, so you can have a party of 4 playing by yourself. Or if you're playing co-op with a buddy, basically it would be you controlling a companion and him controlling a companion. So basically you guys would split up the responsibilities, which is cool because you can cover a lot of ground that way. If you're trying to do some of the smaller side quests in the city, you can really just split up and just go off on your own and explore and, you know, do what you got to do, and maybe expedite things a little bit, because you guys can be working on 2 quests at the same time and both getting the XP as long as you're in the game together. But we'll go ahead and wait here while this loads up, and then we'll show you what the game looks like. Alright, so now here we are at the character creation screen. As I mentioned before, you do get to create 2 characters right off the bat. And to start off, I'm going to go with a, let's see here. Not sure which class I want to go with. I was thinking witch. I kind of like the witch. Or actually, no, the wizard was the one I was playing with my other playthrough that I kind of like, and I'll use that to show you guys what they can do. And then for this guy here, I'm going to go... geez, let's see. There's 11 classes overall. I'll go over that with you guys real quick. Obviously, you know, you got like a few mage type classes. You've got like a knight, and, you know, what uses a broadsword, a fighter that's got like, you know, shield on 1 weapon. You've got your ranger, clerics, and rogues, and shadow blades. Those are the, you know, sneaky little thieves and all that. And, you know, you got all your different classes, and you can, you know, you could be 2 chicks here, you could be 2 guys, a guy and a chick, whatever you want to do. It's completely up to you. So I'm going to go back here and go with the rogue. I think that is the archer. No, the ranger. The ranger is the archer. I think he's pretty cool. And you can change his name to whatever you want. So we can go ahead and call him Mr. T. And you can go into customization here, and you can customize all this stuff here, your attributes, abilities, talents that you want to start off with, so you can allocate some points here. And this game only does go up to 20 levels actually, so these points are actually pretty scarce, so you really want to pay attention to the talents you're starting off with and go through each of these and read what they do, before you set out with your character, because these points you get here for the talents you only get them every few levels, so you don't get them every level. So you're only getting a limited amount over time. There's a good guide on the Wikia for this game, which I'll link down below in the description. So you might want to check that out before you do any character builds. Maybe look ahead and see what you're looking to do overall before doing it. As with any RPG, I think you should do. And then your attributes here. These are all looking pretty good so far. And I'm just going to go with the default on this stuff over here. But, dexterity, speed, perception all seem like the things you'd want to have up for a ranged character, especially dexterity. That's definitely going to be important. We can go ahead and hit accept on that. And then if you want to customize the looks, I said you can go male, female. You can change your profile picture, whatever you want. And you can change the way he looks. You can change the voice.
What could that have done?
And although they don't really talk all that much in-game, everything is pretty much text-based. And then you can change your skin color. And we're going to go with like a black guy because we're looking for Mr. T here. So what do we want? Mr. T. Where's Mr. T? This guy's actually not looking dark enough, if I'm being honest. Maybe like that one. Or that one. I don't know. Yeah! Mr. T, motherfucker. I think that one looks pretty good. What do you think? For Mr. T? I don't know. That one looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we're going to go with number 4. We got like a mohawk action going on there, braided into the back. But that's about as Mr. T as you're going to get, I guess. And I don't know why you can change your underwear, but you can. So we'll give him some some fruity-ass underwear. But he's looking pretty beefy, I'd have to say. And the wizard character, I'm just going to leave like that. Go ahead and get into the gameplay and show you guys what that's all about. Yes, we're sure. Alright, so here we are now in the main game, getting a first look at the screen. As you can see down here, you got your standard hotbar, and then you got your characters up in here, which you can switch between. Welcome to Divinity. Click anywhere on the ground, as with any, as you would expect with like a Diablo style, point-and-click movement. It's basically just like that. If you ever played Diablo or Path of Exile, you can go and zoom in here, get a better look at our characters if we want. You've got your inventory and things like that. And you can do all your level ups, your abilities and talents and all that stuff from in here. See information about the character. And you can swap between the two. All that good stuff. And if you also, see right here, there's kind of like a little chain. That's because these two are actually chained together. So you can switch between which one you want to have lead if you want. Or you can actually separate these two if you just drag these apart. And then you can move her over here and he'll stay there. So that could work out to your advantage sometimes if you're doing combat. Maybe if you want to have someone flank around, because you can also sneak. As you can see here, this guy's kind of sneaky now. And you can go sneaking with her. And you can move around and be sneaky. You go hide behind enemies, things like that. So that's pretty fucking cool. And then we'll go ahead and chain these back together, just so that they're moving together as a party. And we can explore around here a little bit. You've got all your what's going on in battle and all that stuff here, all the information, things like that. I have to close that down. I don't really look at that. And the local chat, I'm not going to need that because I'm just playing by myself at the minute. But, basically, the exploration and stuff like that is definitely going to feel familiar to any Diablo players, and you can loot pretty much everything here. And go and close that. And here we have a seashell.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake.
You can access your inventory and see that.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark dealing sorcerers that can strike with neither warning nor mercy.
So as you can see here, I got a seashell, which I actually thought until very recently were very pointless. But what I learned is if you actually use it, you get 3 action points. And that is going to be very important for in battle and things like that, because your action points are basically how many attacks or how powerful of attacks you get to do, which are based on range and, you know, which ability you're using. So having seashells are actually very important, and I had kind of overlooked this in my previous playthrough, so I'm actually going to come back to this area on my main playthrough. I'm going to collect a lot of seashells. As you can see, they're pretty much everywhere. They're littered all over this place, and I didn't think they were that important. And right now I'm actually holding caps lock, which is bringing up all this stuff. By default, that's actually left alt, but I switched over to caps lock because left alt is my default push to talk in TeamSpeak, so I switched it off of that. And what the fuck is that? I have no idea.
Mighty ocean, how I pine for.
I have never seen this guy before. I want to go walk around and check this out. So this just goes to show you, I played this tutorial, this like starting stage here like several times, but I have never been up here to this guy. Oh my god, I'm in a fight. Oh, it was coming around to these guys. I guess there's a second way around that I didn't even know about. This is like the opening training battle here. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn down these voices a little bit because they're a little bit too loud. I wasn't expecting that. So go ahead and accept that. Turn down the voices a little bit so you guys aren't hearing them over me. And we'll get a taste of our first bit of action here, which shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, combat is turn-based. To move, you attack or cast a spell, but use your action points. Different actions have different costs. Your turn ends when you run out of action points. And you can hit control, hover over targets, learn more about their attributes. So if you come over here, you can hold control over this guy, and you'll see he's level 1, attitude 0, health points, chance to be hit, and not a whole lot of information on him, or these guys. Probably because we never fought them before, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But, alright, we got our first move here as this guy, the archer. So we're going to go ahead, take a more powerful stance and get off the first arrow. Alright, we've knocked him down. Alright, now, he's got 3 action points left, so that's not a whole lot. It's going to take me 5 action points just to hit this guy. So I'm going to go ahead, hit spacebar, and save those points for him. And then I can come over here, and what I can do here is I can put out a little oil on the ground there. So that's going to hurt them a little bit. And then I have an extra attack here I can do with this. Go ahead and hit this big guy in the back. Oh, looks like he got in the way, but that's okay. Now it's going to be his turn. He's going to get off an attack after I'm done, or not, and see if we can go ahead and finish him off. If not, I'll hit that oil with the fire and hopefully get a good burn on him. Yeah, it looks like he missed there, so I'm going to come out here with my chick, with Scarlet. Going to go fire attack. Put that right in that oil as we get our first look at the elemental attacks in this game and just how important those are. And now that's burning on him, and he's not looking too good. And right there, he's dead, over and done with. Pretty simple battle, and he's not going to be coming back to hurt us anytime soon. And yes, we will go and do the optional tutorial. I just wanted to have a look over here because I saw that big-ass seashell. It looked like it was talking, and I've never seen that before, so I might come back in my main playthrough and have a look at that. Looks like where is he? I saw him before. Don't know where he is now. I hear him now. I hear him. There he is. Hello. Look, look, a wanderer comes my way. Walking the sands upon this poor shell must suffer. Who are you, Sir Shell? Call me Ishmael. Moby Dick reference much? Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores, an exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native tender water. It seems strange that you can talk. You say that you are doomed, or let's change the subject. You see here, you're getting your first look now at the role-playing aspect of this game. This is how pretty much all the talking is in this game. It's all text-based, and you make your decisions based upon that are going to define you as a character and alter the story as you go on. Of course I can talk, don't be silly, there's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur. So obviously this game is not shy about evolution at all, and I actually like that. You don't seem to remember the past very finely. You say you were doomed. So let's go here. Time is indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes, but when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic harpy. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces with sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they hear the ocean? Of course they hear her, the brats. We are only but the very edge of the great aquatic mother whose embrace I desperately long for. So it's the sea's embrace you long for? Yes, yes. Oh, look at that, I've got an achievement. I, King of the Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me towards the water, swing me as far as your arm strengths, give lease and treasure long sunk I will grant thee. I should decide what to do with you. What do you say, kind knight? And now we're getting a little co-op action between these two guys, and I swear I've never done this before, so I'm actually really happy I found this quest. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea so he may yield you long-lost treasure? Kindness is its own reward, and then there's a promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea. Sounds good to me. Agree, let's send him home. Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me with the might of your sea-bound pitch. And he's been returned to the sea. Every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. Alright. Some chest action. See what we got here. We got a little cloth cap and some gold. Very, very sweet. Go ahead and put that on there. Now Scarlet is looking very Red Riding Hoodie. Ooh, look at her. Look at that action. Alright. Let's go get in there. So, I mean, basically right there in the first 5 minutes, you basically are getting a pretty good look at how this game pretty much plays out. The combat is turn-based. The conversations of the game are all text-based. So, you know, that should tell you this is a very classic style RPG for sure. Kind of like, as I mentioned in my summer gaming guide again, you know, very much in the vein of like a Diablo combination with Baldur's Gate style classic RPG with all the text-based stuff. And this right here, this is the tutorial dungeon, which we'll go ahead and run through real quick. I'll probably maybe jump ahead a couple times here because there's actually really not that much to do in here. You can find some pretty early starting loot, which is important, but for the most part, you know, there's not a whole lot in here. There's a little boss fight towards the end, and that's about it. There's a mine in the door path. We got a mine sitting there, so I'm gonna go do a bunch of fireball on there. Yeah, exploration, gotcha. And see, this is one of the reasons why I chose 2 range characters, because I feel that range in this game is key, and one of the companions you get later on is a tank character anyway, a female named Medora, and then you also get Jahan, or Jahan, however you pronounce it. He's also a mage, but he does water and electricity and also healing, so he's a very, very useful companion to have, and you're definitely going to need him going forward in the game. I mean, if you were going to do it without them, there is a lone wolf perk that you can run with that would probably be pretty useful. But I mean, if you're really going for it at this by yourself, I mean, you're gonna want the companions, I assure you, because I couldn't imagine doing some of the combat without them. It would be rather difficult. All right, let's go on. Bash this door open. And you do actually have to be pretty careful as far as bashing stuff, because your weapons do have durability. They break after a while, and you have to bring them to the shops and get them repaired, which is not too expensive. And later on, you do learn the ability to actually repair them yourselves. But you know, in this first tutorial here, the first time I played through it, I actually broke my weapon, and I didn't know what to do, so I was kind of screwed there. And all right, I'm gonna come up around here. This is where we got actually our very first puzzle. So you can see here we got some water barrels, and obviously water against fire. Pretty self-explanatory. You just go ahead and bash these water barrels. Or not. These are really taking a toll on that move there. go ahead and shoot with some arrows. These are a little bit quicker. A little bit more powerful, I guess. Alright, let's move on forward to our very first puzzle. And you're just seeing right there, that is really just the tip of the iceberg. As far as, you know, elemental stuff is concerned, that really comes into play later on in combat. There's, you know, everything has, you know, all the elements like interact with each other differently. Like obviously if there's water, you can use ice on that to make it freeze and the enemies will actually slip on it. You can use electricity on the water as well, and then you can electrocute anyone that's standing in it. Stuff like this is like a green like ooze, and you can actually use fire against that, and then it will actually make us this green cloud of smoke typically in like larger areas. Like you can actually see some down here, and we'll use some fire on that in a minute to get rid of it. Let's go ahead and open this chest. Chest is locked, but I just got some lockpicks, if you remember, just a moment ago actually down there, but he has it. And loot is bound to him, so we're going to go ahead and put that down here in number 9 real quick. And we'll just drag that onto the chest. Oh wait, I just dropped it. Idiot. What the heck? 9. There we go. So usually I just bash these things open, but I'm trying to play properly today for you guys. Usually I'll just beat the shit out of a chest and save my lockpicks like they're fucking gold, because they actually cost a shitload of money in this game. Actually, one of the most sought after commodities apparently in this game is the art. If you see any art on people's walls, do your best to try to steal it. Forget morals. Check your morals at the door when it comes to this game, RPG players, and just steal everything you see. I don't care if it's a pair of smelly panties or a painting off of the wall. They all have some sort of inherent value, which you might not think at first, but they do. I assure you of this. Go ahead and open this chest here. Let's see what we got. We got a temple door key, which I imagine we'll probably be using to open some type of temple door here in a minute. Take an explore around here. Oh, look at this. We got a little seat. We could take a nice little view. Take a rest, and that's good enough. Actually, I don't know if you can heal up on the benches, but I do know that when you're in town, if you actually go lay down in a bed and you're hurt, you can actually rest for a little while and heal up, which is actually pretty nifty. If you're in town and you don't feel like using a health potion before going back out of town, you can just go lay down and rest up a bit if you don't have a character in your party yet that does heals, but hopefully you get one of those pretty early on, especially if you get the companion like Jahan, or Yahan, however you say it. Alright, we got a puzzle here. Go ahead and take this vase. We're going to put it right there on that button, and that's going to put that down, and then we'll go ahead and put this over here, and that'll get rid of that one. I've done this quite a few times, as you can tell. Go ahead and open this chest, and it looks like we got some gold. Alright, nice. So, I just hopefully, basically what you guys are doing here is getting a good idea for what this game is all about. And that's really all I wanted to get across to you guys. I mean, I haven't completed it yet. I wouldn't give you guys a full review on it by any means and say, you know, give it... I mean, I can give it a score for you guys. I mean, based on what I've played so far, I would give this game probably an 8 out of 10. But it's just fantastic, and I can't recommend it enough. And actually, if you want to get a good deal on it, there's a website I found out about recently called g2a.com, and I'll actually link down to them in the description below. I actually do have a referral link, so if you use the referral link, it actually helps me out a lot. So, you know, if you are looking to get any games or whatever, check out G2A, because not only it's not just another like site to buy stuff, they have like amazing deals. You can get this game on there right now for $20, I saw, or like $21, and this game is $40 on Steam, so it's literally half off. I seen Windows 8 upgrade keys on there for like $15. That's crazy. You don't see that anywhere. You can go to like the crazy Russian CD key sites, and you will not see prices that cheap at all. It's not even close. And so, I mean, G2A, I just haven't seen prices like that anywhere. And, like, I've only just found this recently after hearing, like, a couple other YouTubers talking about it. And, like, my friend Charlie, he's just getting back into PC gaming, and he's gotten, like, 100 games in, like, the last week. And I don't think he spent more than, like, 30 pounds. He lives over in the UK. So he, you know, he's gotten all this stuff, and he's barely put anything into it. Like, almost 100 games. He got the entire Valve collection for 20 pounds. They had Counter-Strike going there for $10, and he was thinking about getting that because I like to play CSGO, and we were going to play together while he waits to get his graphics card, since it would be pretty simple, you know, for him to do so because he was, you know, he has a laptop, but it's CSGO, so he can run it. And it was like, well, you can get CSGO for $10, or for like 20, you can just get the entire Valve collection, every single Portal game, every single Half-Life game, every single Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, you know, everything basically. Every single game you could think of, he was able to get, not a problem, at a very low price. So, like, definitely check out G2A. I mean, like, yeah, I've got the referral link down below, and I do get credit if you guys buy stuff off there, but I would have told you about it anyway, because if you want to get this game, $20. $20. That's it. Literally just $20 for a game that's $40 on Steam. So, I mean, if you guys like saving money, check out G2A, whether you use my referral link or not. Alright, and we've got here our first boss battle. This is the Rage Quinn. Go ahead and just breeze through this real quick so I could show you guys the boss battle before we go ahead and wrap up the video. Give you guys a taste of what a boss battle is like a boss. Alright, for this guy, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to fire off an arrow at him. Weaken him up a bit. I'm going to skip. I'm going to go oil. Fire on him. Just so we can get some fire down on the next go around and have him burning. Just really using the elemental stuff to my advantage, which is really, really fucking awesome. I mean, if you're going to be playing this game later on and, you know, you want to do tactical stuff, you're going to need to use that kind of, the elemental attacks and things like that. Otherwise, you just won't last. Alright, let me hit that guy there even though he's invisible. He's technically invisible right now. He turned into a ghost, but whatever. Oh wait, no, now we can see him because he got hit. Oh no, he's invisible. He's invisible. I can't hit him. So we'll go ahead and try to work on this archer back here. And it looks like he's down. And now we're down to this one archer here. We're going to have to skip turns and let him go. And he'll move in, then we'll be able to attack him. Alright, let's go get an arrow on him and finish him off. I'm going to defer to you. I'm going to go purple magic attack, whatever that is, the orb attack. And then we'll just go, we're going to skip over to him now. We're going to take a powerful stance, bow to the face, and that'll wrap up the boss fight. And we'll go ahead and collect the loot here. Got a bow here, a new bow. Maybe that'll be a little bit better for this rogue character. Although I'm probably not going to play with this character beyond this. And then we'll go ahead and make our way to the exit. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the video, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at Divinity Original Sin with me. If you enjoyed seeing these types of videos, please let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see me do more overviews. You know, don't forget to leave a like, please. It really helps me out a lot. And if you're looking to check out the game, go to g2a.com. You can get a really good price. And as you can hear now, I'm actually getting Skype on my buddy Kurt because we're going to be playing this in just a few minutes here. So yeah, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter at JokerSlunt. A bit of a sloppy wrap up here, but I'll catch y'all slunts next time. Ta fucking Rizza!